Hey guys, we got January housing numbers. January was kind of bleak when it comes to home sales in Rutherford County. Basically, we were 18% down from January of last year. Why? Because in December, and that was in closings in December, where most of those contracts are written, the rates had kind of bumped up over last December. So we also saw pending contracts down 9%, but we also had a 1 week of terrible weather, so it's hard to really gauge January. It's always kind of a crappy month, but this year especially crappy. Guys, what we're seeing when we're looking at the little ebbs and flows we've had the last couple years, it all has to do with rates. It's all tied to the rates. When the rates get down in the sixes, and when I'm talking about the conventional rate, when it gets FHA, remember, FHA, VA rates are always going to be probably half a point better than the prevailing conventional rate. But when the conventional rate gets down into the sixes, things start picking up a little bit. And when it gets down in the mid sixes, it starts picking up a lot. So as we move forward, a big thing to look at to try to figure out where this thing's going is, remember what the 30-year rate, mortgage rate, is tied to the 10-year Treasury. So when you look at the 10-year Treasury, like today, it's trading at 4.4 some odd. Add about 2.5 points to that, okay, and that's where your conventional rate's usually going to be that day. So today, for instance, it's at 4.4. Conventional rates is at 6.99, and that will give you a good gauge. It is different than the federal rate, which, when they talk about cutting rates or not cutting rates, they're talking about the Fed rate, which today I think is sitting around 7.5. That's the rate, the commercial rate that banks charge banks to do business. That's the rate you would get if you were doing a commercial loan, or, buying multifamily stuff or whatever. That is a commercial rate. The 30-year mortgage rate is tied to the 10-year Treasury index, and they indirectly usually affect each other, but not always. Sometimes they can lower the Fed rate, as they did a month ago, and the 30-year mortgage went up because it didn't affect it that way. But most times it'll indirectly, they'll kind of move down together and move up together. But anyway, our job at Jones Real Estate, what I tell my clients all the time is like, look, I wish we made the market. We don't make it. All we do is work in it and try to keep you informed of what's going on to kind of let you know how to position your house, or good time to buy, this, that, and the other, whatever, to give you the best advice we possibly can. So anyway, I wish we did make the market. It would be awesome, but we don't. But thank y'all for tuning in. If we can help you in any way, please give us a call, 615-867-3020.